Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome back. Today I have my Amazon favorites, home edition. I've found so many things that I've been wanting to tell y'all about, but like I said, there's so many that I decided to make 2 videos and just dedicate one to all things home. Because let's be honest, we buy a lot of things from Amazon for our homes. At least I do anyway. I have 14 items that I think will be game changers in your home. So let's just jump right in since there's so many to get through. I want to welcome you if you're new, and if you're returning, you guys know I love you to pieces. So thank you for your continued support, and let's get to it. All right, number 1. Where did I put number 1? Here it is, it's hidden. Number 1. Number 1. You know what this is? Any guesses? This is something called a bed tucker. Love this. I've been eyeing one on Amazon for a while because I make a lot of beds and I was struggling with my fingernails hurting. They would bend back, it's not fun. It's not fun. I saw a bed tucker tool a while back, but it was $25. But it's a piece of plastic. I finally came across this guy. It's shaped differently, but it works just the same, and it's so much cheaper. Talk about hospital corners, you can do it with this. It saves my fingernails. This is something that I love. So this is number 1. Number 2, we like tacos. We like tacos a lot in this household. I mean, we love tacos. If you've never tried the La Tierra taco shells, we get ours at Walmart. They're really tiny, but they're thin. So thin and crispy, so good. We throw them in the oven on 200 degrees for like 5-6 minutes to warm them up before we stuff them. Oh, they're so good. Stuffing them, because they're small and they're really thin and crispy, is difficult. And I always have to, of course, stuff Brad's. And believe me, Brad can put away the tacos. He gets that from his mama. I'll own it. I'll own it. It's the truth. And I get it from my mama. It's just how it is. But I would struggle with them, you know, because they're thin and crispy, and I would kind of lift it up just a little bit and try to, anyway, it was a mess. I found these on Amazon and I was just kicking myself why I didn't buy these sooner. Talk about making my life so much easier. Get you some taco shell holders. They make stuffing tacos so much easier. I think it's supposed to go this way, but I do it this way because I like to do 3 tacos at once. Love them so much. I think I'm going to buy another set just because this just stuffs 12 tacos at once. Brad can eat 6 himself, you know, and that only leaves 6 between Dwayne and I. And I'm gonna be honest, we eat more than 6. They're little bitty taco shells, but yeah, we eat more than 6. So I believe I'll be getting me another set. And yeah, if you want taco night to go so much smoother, get you some of these. Game changer. All right, and next is this tool. I showed it to Dwayne, and he's like, what on earth is that? It's got some dust on it. Dwayne's used it recently. How thick is your vacuum cleaner? Can you get all the way under your furniture? I can't. And I have a lot of deep furniture, and we have hardwood floors, and they're dark. Y'all, if you're thinking about putting down hardwood floors, a word of caution for you. If you go dark, you're gonna see every speck of dirt, every speck of dust. You're gonna see every speck of dust on your floor at all times. We fight it nonstop. But our vacuum cleaner, it won't go that far under there. And then we have leather reclining, so we have a leather reclining sofa and love seat. You can't get a vacuum cleaner under that with all those, all that, what do you call it? The body, you know, of the reclining feature. So I found this on Amazon, and oh my gosh, it's awesome. It will go under any of our furniture all the way back, and it's microfiber, so all the dust clings to it. And then it's got elastic. It's elastic down here, so you can just slip it off. slip it off and throw it in the washing machine. It is so nice. It has a telescoping handle. Telescoping handle. I think it's telescoping. I don't know. It has a handle that moves. Gets longer or shorter, depending on what you need. But yeah, and they sell refills. So if you struggle with excess dust under your furniture and you don't want to break your back trying to reach under there, because I have short little arms, I can't reach under there, get you one of these. Really handy. Next, I'm going to insert a picture over here, because I didn't want to drag it all out of my cabinets, is a recent find. It is my silicone pan set. I have been wanting to go silicone for a while with baking pans, but the thing I didn't like about it is that they're not stable. So even though it has that non-stick and easier to clean up kind of thing, you can throw it in the dishwasher, I didn't like that it's so flimsy, you know, because I'm a little klutzy and I just know my stuff would just, I would spill stuff. I would drop it. I know I would. So I found this set and oh my gosh, I love it. It has built-in stability because it has a frame of metal underneath the silicone. Genius. Whoever came up with this, oh, mwah, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, non-stick, easy to clean. You can throw it in your dishwasher. That frame will keep it nice and steady. Yeah, and it folds, it will fold. It's just, I love it. I love it. I love it. If you have wanted to go silicone for your baking ware, but you didn't like the flimsiness, try this set. It is awesome. We're going to replace all of our metal bakeware. I really like the silicone pan set. Yeah, I will be buying more. And next is something that I never knew they had, and now that I know, I use them all the time, and I think you will too. Have you ever seen one of these things? I got mine from Passionate Penny Pincher, which is a website that I love. That's where my planner came from. And I'd never seen them before until I saw them on her website. They are all over Amazon. These are great. They're great for anything that you use baggies for. So it's a baggie holder so that you can stuff your baggies easier. Oh my gosh. This is kind of like the taco shell thing, right? I mean, it's something that you don't realize how bad you need it until you have it. And it's like, how did I live without this so long? So they fold down like this, easy to store. So you just raise them up like this, okay? And then you take your baggie, fold it up like this, and then I'm using, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use a larger baggie size so that you can see it hopefully better. So you just pull up because I'm using a large baggie. You take your baggie and you tuck it. You slide it under this little grippy thing like this. And y'all, it holds your baggie. It holds it. Hands-free. I can stuff whatever I want in here. It's gonna keep it upright. It's not gonna spill. It's not gonna make a mess. I'm not gonna get it on my fingers. And I don't know about y'all, but I hate to touch raw chicken. Now I don't have to worry about it. I have a set of 4 and I'm considering getting more just because they're so handy. Stuff snacks for your kids so much faster. It's great. I thought everybody knew about this thing. But recently a friend of mine on Facebook commented about, how come nobody ever told me about this? And I was thinking, how do you not know about this? This is a product that's been around for a long time. I saw she had so many comments, and y'all, almost all the people that commented, and she probably had over 30, didn't know what it was. I thought everybody knew what these were. So I decided right then and there, this has got to be on a favorites video. If you guys have never heard of this, it needs to be in every household in America. It needs to be in every household in the world. Do y'all know what a scrub daddy is? Well, if you don't, I'm about to show you. But I'm gonna go one better. I'm gonna go one better. Scrub daddies have such bright colors, you know, bright yellow and bright orange and bright blue and bright green. And does that go with your decor? Because it doesn't go with mine. I don't have to buy the bright colors anymore because y'all, they have a dye-free scrub daddy. White goes with every decor style. I love it. I will never buy another one of those colors again. Isn't he cute? If you don't know what a scrub daddy is, this thing, it's a Shark Tank product and it is amazing. This will scrub anything in your home and it will not scratch. Absolutely will not scratch, and it won't absorb odors, and it won't absorb like food particles. It's so good. It stays looking like this. And if it does get like some kind of stainage or something on it, but it's still in really good condition because these last for a long time, throw it in your dishwasher. That's all you have to do. So it was made on purpose to look like a smiley face because his hair is a different scrubbing texture, right? The eyes were meant to put your fingers in so that you could use it for like glasses. If you're washing your glasses, you could put it down and scrub and you're just holding on with your fingers. The smile on the Scrub Daddy was meant to put a spoon in there to clean the spoon, but it's so much more than just something to do dishes with. I have scrubbed everything in my home. It is so good. It will not scratch your fiberglass showers, and it scrubs, and it just really gets in there with a lot less elbow grease than other things. My cooktop, flat cooktop stove cleans it really good. Now, if you need it to be a lot more scratchy, you leave it cold because cold is real hard and you get in there and really scrub. But if you want something that has a lot more give to it, you get it warm and it softens up and it still scrubs. These things are amazing, but I'm so happy that they came out with dye-free. So much more cohesive in my kitchen. I love him. And next are these Miracle Little Sticks. I am late to the game on this. If you're late to the game on this, get ready for me to blow your mind. We all have a container full of these, right? Yes, I'm storing mine in a cracker box. Don't judge me. Look how bulky they are. We've got them, we get them free from advertising things. We buy them at Walmart. Just every kind of shape and size there is. You know, I even have some regular clothespins in here for if I run out of these. Imagine that. Look at this. These things take up hardly any footprint in your drawer or your cabinet, wherever you want to put it. I mean, these you could even stick in a little jar, but they're not just easier to store. They're magical. Look at that. My chips stay fresher longer because it seals the whole bag. It's so easy to use. It's so easy to use. All you do is you fold your bag of chips. Okay, just fold it. And you get the size you need. So in this case, I have the larger one. This little yellow thing right here, you want down, facing down. You put it facing down, and then all you do is slide it on. That's it. It's so easy, and it keeps my chips fresher longer. It keeps them nice and neat, not wadded up, and it's so much easier to store. There's so many different sizes. You got little ones, say you have a small pack of nuts or whatever the case may be. Not just for chips, for anything with a bag. Okay, that did not sound very appropriate. Erase that. You know what I mean. Let's move on. I highly recommend these. Highly recommend these. Love them. I will be getting rid of all these guys. Goodbye. And replacing with these. So this is an assorted size. I have pinned down in the description kind of a starter pack with the different sizes. And next I'm going to insert a picture. I just get so much pleasure when I walk onto my porch before I enter into my home and these porch rugs are there to meet me. They just make me smile. And I struggled for the longest time to find the right size of a buffalo check rug to put underneath the mat on top, the mat that I have on top. I was constantly getting the wrong size. It never looked right. So I've pinned down below exactly this set because this is what I love the most. It just makes me happy. The size of the buffalo check rug is just perfect. I have since bought it in different colors because I like to change out the bottom rug for different holidays. So 4th of July and Christmas, I will get the red and white check. I've gotten an orange and white check for fall. You know, you can get a green one if you want to decorate for St. Patrick's Day, just all different colors. My everyday is the black and white, obviously, but yeah, I like these rugs. And if you struggled, you know, trying to find the right size, I've pinned them down below for you. And I love the home sweet home. The way that I just love it. I love it. Let's move on. I'm going to insert a picture for the next two items. When we moved into this house, I wanted some more organization. The first one I have is the pan organizer. And so I put all of my pots and pans, and it's adjustable to, the brackets are adjustable so you can mold it to whatever size you need, but I don't have to struggle digging through my pans. I hated that with a passion. So now I can just pull out my saucepan, or I could pull out my Dutch oven, and I don't have to take things out of it to get the pan I need under it. So if you have the space, measure a cabinet. This is game changer. At least it was for me. And the other thing that I have also, here's another picture of the pan rack. I bought this for all of our cast iron skillets. My husband loves cast iron skillets. I really liked this because those cast iron skillets, they're heavy. And he would put like the larger one on the bottom, then the next size, and then the next size. Well, if I'm gonna use one, normally I will use the biggest one because I will cook for, you know, a family. So I would need the biggest one, and I would have to lift all those other sizes, and it would be so heavy and cumbersome. And now I just slip it right out. Perfect for the cast iron skillets. Any skillets really, but I like it for the cast iron. Okay, do you know what a trash bowl is? I never heard of a trash bowl until I saw Rachel Ray making something once. And as a matter of fact, this is Rachel Ray brand because I don't think anybody else makes trash bowls. This is genius. Like I said, I'm a messy cook. I know it. I'll own it. Let's move on. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Dwayne might not be, but I am. I clean it up when I'm done. But, you know, when you're making a recipe, you got containers and cans and bags and butter wrappers and packets and just whatever, right? And you're always like having to run to the trash can, Eggshells. I mean, let's just make our lives so much easier, okay? Enter the trash bowl. They come in different colors. I used to have an orange one, but when I fell down a flight of stairs and broke my ankle and tore all my ligaments, couldn't walk for 3 months, yeah, it broke because it's melamine. You just throw all your garbage that you accumulate while you're cooking a recipe in this bowl. And then once you get your stuff in the oven or whatever the case may be, you take this, put it over your trash can and dump it. I've even used it as a mixing bowl. I kind of like it as a mixing bowl. My daughter loved it so much, she bought two. I have two. I won't be without it. It's just, and on the bottom, it's nonstick. I love it. It's just, I will always have one. And I really was digging this gray with the flecks of like teal and white. I just really thought that it was pretty. Back when I got my original orange one with flecks of blue and white, I think, and red maybe, that was the only color they had. So now they have other colors. But yeah, if you're a messy cook like me and you don't want to run to the trash can back and forth, get you a trash bowl. Or actually they call it garbage bowl, I think, but I just call it trash bowl. It's very helpful and handy in the kitchen. Okay, and next I'll do another picture here. This is a system that we have been using in our toilets. I really like it. Dwayne really likes it. It's called the Never Scrub system. Now, you will still need to clean under the rim of the toilet bowl, okay? This is for the area of your toilet that has the water in it and below. So you put the system in the tank of your toilet and it lasts for like 3 months. Every flush, it is cleaning your toilet as you flush. So you can kind of smell like a little bleach smell. It's not real strong, but it just smells clean. And it has really helped to keep our toilet bowls so much cleaner. I really like it a lot. I thought you might like it too. Okay, we're down to the last 2 items. I'm gonna insert another picture and okay, so I love to prepare slow cooked meals. I just really like crock pot cooking. I just do. I feel like I have a lot more energy in the morning time than I do when it comes around dinner time. By that time, I'm wore out, I'm tired. I don't feel like cooking. And it just really saves us from eating out more than what we already do. That's just because I like to eat out, honestly. Yeah, tonight's Mexican. Anyway, so I'm a big crock pot fan. Love my crock pot. I've had 3, 4 at a time just because I love my crock pot so much. But then I found this one. I had to add it to my arsenal. I wanted to share it with y'all because sometimes when you make certain dishes with your crock pot, I feel like this would just make it easier. Y'all, I love it. I use it more than I use my other crock pot. And I thought it would be a very niche crock pot that I would only use if I made this or that. But I use it for everything. I love it. It's the casserole crock pot. So it's basically like a 9x13 looking size. And it has the stoneware that comes out. I will only have the ones that have stoneware that comes out. Dishwasher safe, has the handles. You know, I read recently that those latches on some of the crock pots, that it's only for travel purposes. I use mine when I cook. It keeps Brad from getting in there. Yes, I bought it so that I could do lasagna and I could do casseroles. And a lot of, you can actually do some desserts in your crock pot if you didn't know. And they have, you know, like cobblers and different things. So this is the perfect size for that. But I tend to use it for, you know, chicken strip meals and a lot of different like ribs and things like that. So I use it a lot more than I thought. And I definitely wanted to share it with y'all because, yeah, and it's pretty. I liked it. I think it's pretty. But sometimes you just don't want the big 6-quart, 7-quart oval. I really like it. I think it helps to cook a lot more evenly because I can spread my meat out. I've done pork chops in it. I really like this crock pot. So I thought that I would share it with y'all. Okay, and my last item is a food item. And hear me out because this is a food item for anyone that's watching their carbs. Optavia is low carb and, you know, keto's low carb. There's a lot of low carb diets out there, diabetic eating. And this is something that we found that my husband does not like. My husband does not like cauliflower. He has an aversion to the taste of it, and cauliflower is a substitute for rice, for noodles, for potatoes, for all the things, low carb. And he just, you know, he can't get past that cauliflower taste. It doesn't bother me a bit. Doesn't bother me, but it bothers him. And he just, you know, it doesn't matter what you throw in there with it, he can still taste the cauliflower. So I found something that he will eat, and y'all, it's good. It's really good. Now, don't expect it to taste like noodles or even have a noodle consistency, right? It's called palmini, and what it is hearts of palm that they make into rice or noodles. So it's a substitute for your rice and your noodles. And What I like about it is it doesn't really have a flavor, but you get that sustenance of a vegetable without it necessarily tasting like a vegetable. For those that struggle with a lot of vegetables in their diet, my husband only likes a very small amount of vegetables, so he struggles. This, it does not bother him. This gives you a crunch, not crunch like a potato chip, like a crunch like I don't know how to explain it. Just like, it just gives you something more. If any of you have not tried these and your diet is low carb, I recommend these. They're called palmini, and they're really super easy to make. Right now I only have linguine and rice in stock. When I was pulling these, I realized I was out of the angel hair. The angel hair is my favorite myself for when I eat like a spaghetti type meal. Yeah, we love them. We love them. Okay, that's it. That's it for my home favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something that might benefit you and your family. Until we meet again, Godspeed and many, many blessings. Bye, y'all.